Hello and welcome everyone to Cultural Psychology and Asian, Middle Eastern, and Arab and Latin Cultural Analysis. So we have three distinct clients here. We have Sarah, who is a 20-year-old woman of lower socioeconomic status and of Asian descent. She's the youngest of five siblings and presents a quiet and shy disposition. She reports past experiences of depression, suicidal ideation, alcohol, substance abuse. In addition, she presents mood swings, signs of bulimia nervosa, and cutting. Signs of emotional distress have been linked to around the time of her parents' marriage issues and other family conflicts. In addition, there may be increased stress due to socioeconomic variables. Our second client is Sarah of Arab or MENA heritage. Sarah is a 20-year-old Muslim woman of high socioeconomic status and of Arab descent. As the youngest of five siblings, her parents have assisted her in her clinical history evaluation. Sarah is presenting emotional distress that is linked to family conflict. She has presented signs of depression, cutting, isolation, mood swings, alcohol and substance abuse. In addition, signs of bulimia nervosa have been identified, and she has been treated in the past for ADD and reports anxiety and panic attacks. Our third client is Sarah of Hispanic heritage, and she is a 20-year-old Catholic woman of middle class socioeconomic status and of Hispanic descent. She is the youngest of five siblings and presents emotional distress symptoms linked to familial conflict around her parents' marriage. Sarah has experienced panic attacks, mood swings, bulimic symptoms, and depressive cycles. In addition to alcohol, substance abuse has been reported. Her parents report possible OCD symptoms as well. So some hypothesis of stereotypes here that we have. For our first client of Asian heritage, we have the model minority stereotype. And it may be possible that Sarah is having to deal with a social stereotype that suggests that she is a member of the model minority and therefore experiences a lack of compassion from other minorities. In addition, there may be an automatic assumption that Sarah finds education and other challenges easy because she's intelligent and disciplined and hardworking. Um, so that may sometimes be challenging for individuals from this um, heritage, Asian heritage. For our second client, Sarah of Arab or MENA heritage, the stereotype of submissive may be in place. Some people may stereotype Sarah as being submissive, secluded, and hidden because of her quiet disposition and her Arab background. In addition, there is the ethnic ambiguity stereotype that MENA women may have to endure, and they are at times ignored by society. Some Arab descent women have been said to be passively white and are denied Arab recognition in society. And this type of ambiguity may lead to feeling distress. Um, Terrorist is the second or the third stereotype. Others may stereotype Sarah as a dangerous terrorist if she wears her traditional head covering or jewelry. For our third client of heritage, of Hispanic heritage, they are stereotyped as overly emotional. Hispanic women are frequently stereotyped as being dramatic and overly emotional by society. Secondly, the sexual objectification stereotype, where some are stereotyped as sexual objects. And in addition, stereotypes pertaining to legal status are displayed in forms of microaggressions and discrimination. So, potential results for Sarah, because she is from a lower socioeconomic status, there is a possibility that she may have experienced discrimination in society, such as classism. It has been found that working class individuals who endure poverty struggle with higher rates of depression, health issues, and anxiety about the future. And in addition, these individuals are more likely to experience discrimination and bias. For our MENA heritage client, Sarah is from a Arab descent, and it is possible that people may stereotype her as a terrorist, and this could result and contribute to a sense of isolation, alienation, and loneliness. In addition, there could be distress about whether she should ascribe to her cultural heritage because of the discriminatory repercussions. For Sarah, our Hispanic client, stereotypes that hypersexualize like Latinas could possibly produce tensions within the family unit, especially if the family is traditional and holds to the values of Marianismo. Microaggressions and discrimination within the educational system could also produce higher levels of depression and towards feelings of less connectedness with peers. Acculturation conflicts produced by the inability to express anger and other feelings could also be possible causes of emotional distress for Hispanic women. So, resources and social support available. So, for our Asian client, her family is a resource that she can lean on for support. In addition, corporations such as Stop AAPI Hate are also helpful to provide social support for Asian community members. And also, a resource that would be helpful is to seek treatment for some of the somatic complaints or physical ailments that are associated with some of the depressive symptoms. For our MENA client or Arab descent client, her family is also a resource that she can lean on during challenging times. And depending on Sarah's acculturation and religious adherence, her mosque may also be a place where she can find social support. For our Hispanic client, Familismo is a great resource of emotional and social support. In addition, cultural identity can provide social support for Sarah, as these values help to increase the sense of belonging. A strong sense of spiritual and religious values can serve as a source of support as well, and this has been noted within our text. So, culture centered treatments. So, for our Asian client, a co construction approach during family therapy, which emphasizes harmony and family unity, could prove helpful for Sarah and the family. A modified collectivist approach towards cognitive behavioral therapy would help Sarah's psychological needs to be addressed while also allowing her to work towards her self-efficacy. For our Arab descent client, family therapy centered around a holistic community focused approach would better align with Sarah's Arab background. By strengthening the family relationship, it could help reduce Sarah's psychological depressive symptoms. In addition, religion and spirituality are core aspects of many Muslim families, so incorporating prayer and religious services could also provide affordable resources of social and spiritual support. And for our Hispanic client, behavioral activation therapy can be modified to better align with cultural aspects and thus reduce psychological distress that is experienced by the individual. And in addition, church attendance or mass could also prove to be an affordable resource of social and spiritual support. So, treatment considerations, we are looking at the general aspects here, and we have interpersonal prayer meditation and the collectivist aspect. So, firstly, looking at the interpersonal aspect, gearing therapeutic sessions towards increasing interdependent strategies could help to strengthen family cohesion and reduce tense feelings of isolation. For the spiritual support, Buddhist, Muslim, and Catholic families, the participants have a more holistic viewpoint that addresses interconnections of the mind, spirit, and body. Practices like meditation, family Uh, Prayer can provide a form of alleviation towards psychological stressors. And lastly, it's important to note that all three of the clients share a collectivist family worldview. And so by acknowledging hierarchy and patriarchal aspects, it would be better in treating Sarah and also the family as well. Treatment considerations for refugees and immigrants. Cultural sensitivity would be vital in addressing post traumatic stress disorder and grief symptoms among refugee clients. And also, poverty should be a consideration. Poverty has been linked to higher rates of depressive symptoms, discrimination, and bias. And also taking into consideration that the client may have challenges uh, with meeting everyday needs. And such struggles may also be a contributing factor towards the psychological distress and stressors that they're experiencing. So, the goals of the treatment really are to address the spiritual, mental, and physical aspects. The physical aspects are important and vital aspects to address, treating any malnutrition, hormone or vitamin deficiency may prove to be helpful for clients that are have presented eating disorders. The mental aspect, addressing mindsets and attitudes that may be contributing towards destructive behavior patterns, such as cutting and so forth, alcohol abuse. Increasing cohesion in family system, increasing communication and interdependence techniques in the family unit, and also collaborating with the client and the family to set goals and strategies for the future. Um, and also the spiritual aspect, decreasing emotional stress by increasing a sense of inner wellness. So, by nurturing a connection with God through meditation or prayer, each client can diminish the sense of loneliness. So, thank you so much for taking the time to review each of these distinct and unique clients and some of the approaches to therapeutic um, vehicles. And I hope that this information was helpful and useful.